Shalom me homies, and welcome to another video. So this one's been a while coming, but I want to basically take this scene right here from Steven Universe, Change Your Minds Season 5 finale, and basically fix it. So as someone who has done scene composition and relatively knows his way around how to draw, this particular shot really bugged me. I don't know, like, if you noticed, but there's a lot of things wrong here. So basically in this video, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to fix it and make it look better. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take this image and we're going to basically see what we can do to make it look better. First though, we should probably have some context for this scene. So without further ado, here is your context.
Hey Beach City, we're not done yet. I'd like to welcome my friend and yours to the stage, Steven Universe!
Yeah, Sadie. Are the crystal gems will always save the day.
So yes, that right there, a little few seconds, is what started this entire video. So I guess you're wondering what's wrong with it. Well, there's a few things, namely the positioning of all these is just not very good. That's a nice way of putting it. It's really bad. So what can we do to fix that? Well, we should identify the problem, I guess. All of them, as you see in that scene, are supposed to be looking down at Steven and the crew. Well, first of all, this is something I just now noticed. Blue Diamond's eyes are facing away from the crew, whereas both Yellow and White Diamond's eyes are all facing towards the crew, which is right around here. So that'll be the first thing to fix. And it's really simple. It's literally just making her face that way. The second thing, White Diamond and Blue Diamond are all facing forward. Blue Diamond has a slight turn to her, however, for the most part they're facing forward. Whereas Yellow Diamond has a complete curve to the way she's facing. She's at a 3/4 angle, which overall, like, there's nothing wrong with it per se, but with the other two facing a specific direction, which is forwards, it just doesn't work. They should all, other than White, like if Yellow is going to face this way, then Blue should face this way, and Yellow should have something that's not as uniform. The next thing, the shading. So Yellow Diamond seems to be, well, she's shaded, whereas the others, well, Blue has only some slight shading, but White has absolutely no shading on her whatsoever. And even still, Blue shading is in a completely different position than Yellow shading, which just makes it seem really weird. I don't like it, and it doesn't look good for the overall piece. Also, each of the characters have a very blank expression. Yellow is clearly upset, Blue is kind of, and White, I don't even want to know what this is, but it doesn't really work together. They're also not very dynamic. You don't see their arms doing anything. They're literally just standing in place, not really doing much of anything, and it looks really boring. See, normally I would chalk this up to, oh, well, I mean, this is a moving shot, so obviously this frame isn't going to look perfect. But this is a single shot with no dynamic movement at all. It is just the camera panning up. So that's why I've taken it upon myself to fix this thing. Normally it'd be fine if it's just like, oh, this is a single shot in the frame, and like, I don't know, it'd be like, they look like this now, but in the next shot they look more like like this or something. I don't know, I'm really just spitballing at this point, but like, yeah, it's a whole different thing if it was a dynamic scene. However, it's not a dynamic scene, it's literally just a quick, probably less than a second, like a second, few seconds, maybe just barely around a second on screen. So the animators had time to put this entire thing together. They could pretty much do whatever they want. So my goal is to fix this scene, polish it up, make it look real nice, and present it to Cartoon Network so they'll hire me and replace me with Rebecca Sugar so I can make a better show. Anyways, so yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to start by simply sketching out this scene, and then we're going to go into each part, the color, the ink, and the shading, and how each of those can be improved to make the scene look better overall. My goal in this is to improve the way the scene looks, not just tear it apart. So, without further ado, let's get right into it.
We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in garnet, amethyst, If you're staring with your giant eyes, you can see that there's more of us and more of us. And each one of our new friends completes us. We'll get together and go out for pizzas, 'cause we believe in peace and love. We are here for fun. If you're not, then let's not fight, 'cause we already won.
Alright, so here is the initial sketch. I just wanted to do this in pretty rough. It was about 16 minutes, it wasn't that bad. So as you can see, they're all at this, they're all focusing on this one focal point, which is right in this area. I'm going to make it more obvious when I get into the final sketches. They're each doing something with their hands. Yellow Diamond has her hands kind of like she's cracking her knuckles, about ready for a fight. White has her hands on both yellow and blue. And blue has her hands up against white, like kind of defensive and pensive kind of thing. What I wanted to do with this, I wanted to convey a sense of discomfort with all of them. So like yellow has her signature angered face, white just kind of like, ugh, humans, corrupted gems, off colors, not in my world, not on my home world. And blue's just kind of like, oh, I'm scared, don't trust, don't want to be around, that kind of situation. So yeah, I'm going to be getting into the refined sketches for each of these. I'm probably going to start with yellow. I'm not sure. They could all start, honestly. This is where issues come in, because who do I start with? Because if I start with white, then there's the hand situation. But yeah, I think I'll just start with yellow. So yeah, I'll get into fixing up Yellow, getting her sketch all set up. And yeah, I know the gloves are wrong. That's why I pulled up a reference, so I could do it better. They're supposed to be like that. Alright, so we'll get into another speed paint, and I will see you all soon.
If you're evil and you're on the rise, you can count on the four of us taking you down. 'Cause we're good and evil never beats us. We'll win the fight and then go out for pizzas. We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl and Steven!
If you could only know what we really are when we arrived on Earth. From out beyond your star, we were amazed to find your beauty and your worth, and we will protect your kind. And we will protect your Earth, and we will protect your Earth, and we will protect you.
I will fight for the place where I'm free to live together and exist as me.
I will fight in the name of Rose Quartz and everything that she believed in.
I will fight for the world I was made in. The earth is everything I've ever known.
I will fight to be everything that everybody wants me to be when I'm grown.
The odds are against us, this won't be easy, but we're not going to do it alone. We are the crystal gems.
We'll always save the day.
And if you think we can't, we'll
Always find a way.
That's why the people
On this world,
Believe in
Garnet.
Amethyst and Pearl.
and Steven!
Alright, now we gotta go get into the inking. This wouldn't be that hard, honestly. The inking's pretty simple. There's nothing fancy with it. Just a few things I wanted to point out, like, yeah, I know White Diamond's face is kind of whack. But what I want to mainly push is like a unification of them all, because in this one they all seem like different aspects, like different assets. Like I'm 90% sure that this yellow diamond picture is taken from somewhere else and then just inserted into this scene because it just looks so out of place. So I want to make them all look like they're interacting with each other and all in the same space. And yeah, White Diamond's face is really weird to draw, so I'm gonna try to fix that in the inking. Like I think I just need to make her face a bit like bigger or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so we're back now. I finished the inking for all of them, and let's just compare it, I guess. So as you can see, I made all of them fully integrated and working with each other. So like, White, it has her hands on both Blue and Yellow Diamond. They're all kind of mildly upset or whatever with what's going on down below. This is mostly based off of Yellow's expression and White's expression. White is more distraught, I guess, would be the word to describe that. Yeah, hold up a second. There we go. So yeah, we're going to be getting into the inking pretty much soon here. Just gonna sharpen this corner more and make it look more pointy. So yeah, I'm gonna be fixing up the inking probably as I go through, honestly. But yeah, hands are always gonna be a struggle for me probably. But I'll get better at them over time. Like, yeah. So this is what I got so far, and I guess we're gonna actually change that now, because I don't like it. Alright, here we go. So yeah, I'm gonna head into the coloring. And I know it's kind of tedious, these parts where it's like, oh, I'm gonna do coloring, I'm gonna do the inking. But once you get into the shading and background, that's where it's gonna become more important and stuff like that. So just bear with me and stay tuned and enjoy. start back again. And so yeah, basically I just finished the coloring. I kind of don't know how to organize this, but I think I have an idea, so I guess we'll try that now. Yeah, that's terrifying. I'm basically just moving around the layers. There we go. Yeah, this is something I kind of forgot about. So while I'm fixing this, we'll just figure this out. Oh yeah, while I'm fixing this, I'll just start rambling about stuff regarding this piece, at least. So yeah, I want to get them all colored in before I head into this shading, so I could just have a little discussion about the overall piece. I think the biggest thing with this one has been just making sure that each of the diamonds not only look dynamic but look involved with each other, and having them each in their own unique little way, showing off some of their personalities too. Because a big issue I feel with the original piece is that it really doesn't characterize them at all. Only yellow diamond seems to be characterized in any way, whereas the other two, not so much. So yeah. Oh, that's miscolored. No, it's not. Nope, nope, ignore me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. This part's going to be kind of annoying for me to do, but here we go. I was the one who signed up for this project. Literally no one asked for it, but here we are. Alright, so there's yellow. And then we'll move... Actually, you know what? I think... no, that just looks weird. Never mind. Ignore me being inverse smart. But yeah. It didn't work. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I want them each to be involved with the piece and show off their personality. And when we get into the shading, we'll see that each of them is going to be shaded accordingly, with equal amounts of shading. It's going to be cell shading because that's the style of the show. That's what I've been trying to replicate with like how the gems look and everything, and like just how I drew the piece. It's probably not going to look exactly like the show because I haven't actually tried to make a fake screenshot in a while for Steven Universe, or making fan characters in a while, and even the old art I have of that is not really close to show accurate, so, you know. Boop. It looks good enough. If you haven't noticed, I've kind of gotten tired with this piece, just because I've been working on it for several days at this point, because I don't have enough time to do anything anymore because of school. Everyone's least favorite part is school, but it's a necessary thing. So you're just kind of fixing up this piece so it looks like that White Diamond has her arms around each of them. Now I can look at all my brushes, because I am very fancy. Not really. I made this brush on my own. That's the brush I've been kind of using for a hot minute. I just think that looks kind of funny. Like, in a good way. I don't know. I am rambling. Because rambling makes me feel a bit more confident in myself when I'm trying. Boop. Boop. I'm just gonna completely mess up my layers for that. Anyways, I believe this looks relatively decent, and we can move onto the shading, because the shading is going to be kind of important here. It's just going to help unify the entire piece, and from the shading I'm going to go into the background, which shouldn't be too hard. So yeah. I'm also going to figure out the light source right now, because that's pretty important when it comes to a piece. The light source tells you where all the light is, and it doesn't seem like Rebecca Sugar knows what that is half the time. So, time to fix that. So we're going to have the light source be right there. And, I'll have another one over here actually, because we want them to look relatively illuminated. There's going to be a kind of a subtle light source over here, probably. It's also at night, so I'll probably add a slight filter to the image, because you know me, I can't help myself. I gotta put a filter on somewhere. One thing I really don't like about the style, like this is going to be me ranting about Steven Universe's art style for a hot minute. Yellow Diamond's eyes are the same color as her skin, and that really, really, really bothers me. Like, they're the exact same color. And it really bugs me. Like, if you want her eyes to be yellow, my recommendation would be to like put them in something like that, so it at least looks semi-decent. See, that instantly looks better, but, you know, Rebecca Sugar. And I just messed up my colors, oh well. So yeah, we're going to get into the shading right here. And yeah. I really don't like how this turned out, you know. I'm already halfway through the piece. Or pretty much almost done with the piece at this point. So yeah. See you in a minute.
Why would you wanna be here? What do you ever see here that doesn't make you feel worse than you do? And tell me, what's the use of feeling blue? Why would you want to employ her subjects that destroyed her? Why keep up her silly zoo? Oh, tell me, what's the use of feeling blue? An army has a use, they can go and fight a war. A sapphire has a use, she can tell you what it's for. An agate terrifies, a lapis terraforms. Where's their diamond when they need a blue? You've got to be a little blue. Yes, of course we still love her, and we're always thinking of her. But now there's nothing we can do, so tell me, What's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling blue? Oh, how can you stand to be here with it all? Drowning in all this regret. Wouldn't you rather forget her? Oh, won't it be grand to get rid of it all? Let's make a plan of attack. Start looking forward and stop looking back. Oh, yes, of course we still love her, and we're always thinking of her. Don't you know I miss her too? But tell me, what's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling?
Alright, so we're back now. Yeah, we finished the shading. I know I said I was going to do shell shading, but with White Diamond, I just really wanted to get in some nice shading there. Some nice, more my style shading. I think it looks alright. So yeah, we're going to be getting into the background, and then we'll be done with the piece, and we'll compare the two. So yeah. I don't know exactly how they shaded the piece. I assumed that they were using an overlay layer, but it doesn't seem like that. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of what I did for White Diamond, which is taking one color, lowering the opacity and shading that with that. But, you know, overlay layers don't work with white. So I just did that. I guess that's how they shaded, but I'm happy with how it came out, and I don't really want to redo the entire thing. So yeah, we'll go get right into the background, and yeah.
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love. When I see the way you act, wondering when I'm coming back, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. Nothing like you. Look at you go, I just adore you. I wish that I knew what makes you think I'm so special. If I could begin to do something that does right by you, I would do about anything. I would even learn how to love. When I see the way you look, shaken by how long it took, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. Love like you. Love me like you. All I wanna do is see you turn into a giant woman, a giant woman. All I wanna be is someone who gets to see a giant woman.
All I wanna do is help you turn into a giant woman, a giant woman. All I wanna be is someone who gets to see a giant woman. Oh, I know it'll be great, and I just can't wait to see the person you are together. If you give it a chance, you could do a huge dance because you are a giant woman. You might even like being together, and if you don't, it won't be forever. But if it were me, I'd really wanna be a giant woman, a giant woman. All I wanna do is see you turn into a giant woman.